Hello everyone, today's video I want to go through a review of Simply Wall Street. Now I'm going to share my perspective and my experience of using this platform since 2017. Like, what are the things I absolutely love about it and what are the things that I don't really like about it? I'll also share my thoughts on who's it for and who's it not for. Now I'm going to demo parts of the platform, so if you are interested in Simply Wall Street, you've heard a lot of good things about it, but you're just not so sure, then you definitely want to check out today's video. Now if you are looking for an investing platform, something that helps you screen stocks really fast or research really quickly, and you've been always thinking about Simply Wall Street, or you're curious about what Simply Wall Street can do for Canadians, then you definitely want to check out today's video. Now, I've used a lot of stock analysis platforms, and I always default back to Simply Wall Street for screening and discovering ideas. So I'm going to do a demo of what I'm really liking about this platform. And of course, also be very transparent about the things that I don't like so that you can make, well, the decision for yourself. So I've been investing in stocks since I was in university, and I used a variety of platforms. Yahoo Finance, Seeking Alpha, Google Finance, bunch of resources. I mean, there's so many out there. But the thing was, a lot of them are clunky to use. Like, check out Yahoo Finance. It hasn't really changed its platform in like 20 plus years. I've used Royal Bank, the free research platforms, but it's so clunky to use. Now, when I fell upon Simply Wall Street, I actually fell in love with it because it covered Canadian markets. So I'm going to do a demo of it in the next few minutes. For those of you who don't have a lot of time and want a very easy peasy platform to use that actually improves over time, you might want to check out Simply Wall Street. So now I'm going to just demonstrate what are some things that I absolutely love about Simply Wall Street that's really great for Canadians. So when you jump into the dashboard, it gives you some market insights of the markets that you're investing in. It gives you a bit of news, but the one thing that I love is the tab market. I find a lot of investing platforms skim over Canada. So that's why I really like Simply Wall Street, because you can actually get an in-depth perspective of the Canadian market in one easy snapshot. When you jump into the Canadian market, you get market insights. You can see the latest news, what are the biggest movers and losers. You can even see the market valuation performance, meaning they'll actually give you what is the Canadian market price to earnings, which is a very common metric to see is the Canadian market overvalued or undervalued just in general. This is what I really like about it, is that, wow, I could easily see the Canadian market has some really attractive options right now. There's a lot of opportunity in the Canadian market because the average price to earnings for the Canadian market is like 14.7. And typically the average has ranged from 18 to 26. Another part I really like about it is that you could easily see what are the biggest losers in which sector in Canada, which then helps me decide, okay, which areas I really want to focus on, maybe add more positions. So you can scroll through 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and it'll tell you the different returns in each of those sectors in Canada. Now, the other tab I really, really like is called the Discover tab. Now, the reason why I really like about it is because, well, investors, we have lots of different personalities. Some of us only want monthly income. Some of us are actually looking for the best return versus risk. Or some of us are looking for great fundamentals and significantly undervalued. Well, guess what? That is all in the Discover tab, okay? And what I really, really like about it is it covers all markets. So you could cover Canadian, US, China. You could get tons of investing ideas from the Discover tab if you're like choosing individual stocks to invest in. So for example, you can even find the top 5 stocks in the US to invest in if the US dollar goes up. Which is, I just thought, hey, that just gives you ideas. Now, of course, don't make your decisions solely based on these investing ideas. It just gives you some ideas about what to look at. Hey everyone, this video is not sponsored in any way. I just really like Simply Wall Street. I've been using it since 2017. So if you really want to support my YouTube channel and you want to get free access to Simply Wall Street, check out in my link below. You get a free plan that you can use forever where you get 5 monthly reports. You can build your own stock portfolio and you get to, well, demo it and try it out as long as you want for free. So check out in the links below. Now let's do a demo of one of the stocks that I own in my own stock portfolio, which is Tesla. Now I'm going to share what the platform looks like and the metrics that you can see and the other parts I really like about Simply Wall Street that differentiates from the other investing platforms. So the first thing is that it has a really great dashboard. It gives you great synopsis about Tesla in terms of its fundamental performance, in terms of earnings, in terms of valuation. Another thing I really like is the quick snowflakes, which is basically just tells you in a visual snapshot where the company is at. Does it issue dividends? Obviously, Tesla does not issue dividends. Is it a value stock? And it'll like shoot up bright green in the value area. If it's looking to grow fast in the future, it'll also show up bright green there. If it's a grower in the past, it'll shoot green there. And what's the health? Like in terms of the financials of the company. And as you can see, well, Tesla obviously is really good in health, past grower and a future grower. Now, another thing I really like about this dashboard is that it's all in one spot, okay? I don't know about you, but I hate spending tons of time going through tabs to tabs to tabs. I mean, I just want to scroll through it and get within like 5 minutes. Is it worth investigating further? And so if you're short in time, this platform might be the best thing for you, okay? Some of the things I really like is just not just focus on valuations, not just focus on financial performance, but they also focus on the softer metrics like management, okay? Even it shows you how much insider buying, insider selling is one spot. It shows you where the biggest shareholders, how much institution owns this company. Now, I've gone on and on about the things I love about Simply Wall Street, but let's summarize it into pros and cons. Okay, so here's the pros. It's visually appealing. If you're short in time and you just want to filter through stocks and you love investing in individual stocks, this platform is awesome. If you want to get a snapshot about a company and make a decision within a few minutes, this platform helps you do that really fast. If you want to look at your portfolio and figure out what type of sectors you should invest in, get ideas for maybe dividend growth stocks, get ideas for growth stocks, figure out which sectors you should focus on, again, Simply Wall Street might be just for you. Now, another thing I love is that this platform is continuously improving over time. I've had it since 2017, and right now it's improved with different valuations you could add to it. You could play around in the beta mode. You can even look at how they determine their discount cash flow. They've made the graphs more visually appealing. It just improves over time, which is amazing. And lastly, I love how they show the analyst projections visually. It shows how many analysts are covering it, and that's something that I really, really value because, you know, we always see those future price targets on Yahoo Finance, but we really don't know, you know, how many analysts are covering it and what's the range in their estimates. So I really, really like that. But let's talk about the cons. So there is limitations to Simply Wall Street. If you're looking for in-depth research on individual stocks, like tracking the inventory, the financial nitty-gritty of a company, this platform is definitely not for you. You will need detailed financial reports, which you can only really get when you jump into investor relations, okay, of that particular company. For example, if you're investing in Tesla and you really want to know, is Tesla building inventory? Is their profit margins dwindling? Or you could see that their leases, they're gaining in more leases, like the financial nitty gritty, you got to go to investor relations. Another thing is that if you're looking to determine, okay, what are the revenue breakdowns within a company? So for example, Tesla has, you know, they sell cars, they sell batteries, they sell solar panels. If you want to see that breakdown of the revenue streams, you definitely, again, got to go back to investor relations. You can't really see that in Simply Wall Street. Another con is that you can't really connect to all the brokerages in Canada. I mean, they do provide options. You can connect to Questrade, you can connect to Interactive Brokers. But if you want to connect to your banks because your stocks are with Scotiabank or Royal Bank, you can't do that with this platform. So if you really want to monitor your portfolio without manually adding stocks, then it only gives you that option with Questrade and Interactive Broker. If you want a breakdown of the different revenue streams, like Microsoft, it sells, you know, Xbox, it does gaming, it does business, it does small business. If you want to see all that nitty-gritty breakdown in revenue and the different profit margins within the revenue breakdowns, You can't do that simply Wall Street. You're going to have to, well, go to investor relations for Microsoft, for example. Or if you want to see the share count increasing and decreasing over time, again, that's more in-depth research. You have to do that with investor relations for that particular company. Okay, another thing is if you invest in REIT and you're looking for a particular metric like payout ratio, funds from its operations, not just using earnings, it doesn't have that right now. So it uses the most common financial metrics to value the health of the company, and it doesn't do that really well for REITs. But that doesn't mean it won't improve in the future, it's just that it's not here right now. Now, another thing is valuations. Now, this is a pro and this is a con. I love the fact that they show valuations in a very simple manner. It shows you in a graphical manner. It tells you it's undervalued or it's overvalued. But the thing is, you need to understand how they do their valuations, which is based on the discounted cash flow model, which is based on the interest rates, okay, which could fluctuate all the time. And depending on how many analysts are covering it, if there's not a lot of analysts covering it, well, then the valuations are all over the map. And if your return on investment is more than 7%, 8%, 9% return on investment, well, these valuations are not going to matter to you very much, like it does for me, because I want a higher return on investment. And if you look in the nitty-gritty numbers, the rates that they use are much lower than what you would expect, but at least they are transparent about their valuations. So that's why I'm saying it's a pro and it's a con. They share valuations, but the valuations could be all over the map. And depending on your return on investment, it might not meet your expected return. Now, in conclusion, who's it for and who's it not for? So who's it for? It's for someone who likes pretty visuals, who wants an easy peasy dashboard, snapshot of each of your companies, who invests in stocks individually, who wants quick updates via email, because they can send it to you by email, of their company. So if you want a quick, easy peasy platform and get great investing ideas and even monitor your portfolio, you can do this with this platform. Now, who's it not for? If you're looking for detailed research like different revenue projections, the financial nitty-gritty like inventory, more metrics, this platform is not for you because it does not go into detailed research like the nitty-gritty of the 10-year financials. So if you're looking for detailed research, you got to go back to investor relations of each of your individual companies and get those. Another one is automation. If you're expecting that your portfolio is going to be automated because it's connected to all the banks and it just shows, hey, every time you buy more Apple, buy more Microsoft, it will get updated on this platform. Well, it's only restricted to Questrade and Interactive Broker in Canada. So if you're looking for automation where you could quickly get a snapshot of your portfolio, it's not there because it's not automated. But I actually don't mind manually adding my positions. It monitors my portfolio for me, tells me how diversified I am, tells me what sectors that I'm invested in, and even gives me a high-level valuation, which I really like. So it really depends on what you want. So for me, it fulfills my needs. It's a really quick and easy platform. I use it several times a week, and what I love the most is getting the great investing ideas. Hey everyone, if you want to support my channel, you can click on my affiliate link to Simply Wall Street, where you can get a free forever plan. This is a way to test it out without any commitment, financial commitment, and you could keep it free forever. So check out my link below. Anyways, I hope you found this video super helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.